Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. And in the last episode, guys, Sherlock had a bittersweet homecoming as he arrived at Stonewood Manor, which was his childhood home when he was here on the island of Cordona. And most of the furniture had been sold at an estate sale, but Sherlock's room was pretty much intact. So we've been looking for clues here. And we haven't finished searching the entire room. I still have no idea who VR is supposed to be. Maybe that's someone that we meet a little bit later. But let's go ahead and check. Hidden treasure. John remembered that we had a hidden treasure somewhere in our room, and he dares me to find it. A dusty wooden handle with an intricate cross-shaped end that looks like a key. Forgot about that. Memories in the manor. Okay. Well, what do we got here? Ah, yes, the balloon.
Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes. We visited him several times while living here.
New Mind Palace clue. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of clues. Nothing connecting John. Oh, here we go. The family friend. While there are no records about my mother's death, we had a family friend on Cordona. He may know something. And what was the rest of it? Mother died of tuberculosis, no tuberculosis. Mycroft hid the truth about the death of our mother and lied when he told me that she died of tuberculosis.
Wasn't that neighbour missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gildan, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
Guess we're going to try and find Theodore Gildan. What else we have here?
I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch.
I am curious to figure out why Mycroft lied.
Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we?
Fortunately not a hound of the Baskervilles. It's one of those things where, like, Mycroft in the stories was supposed to be smarter than Holmes, but I have to think, being 20 years old and having the weight of a dying mother, being in a strange place, having to also be the caretaker of your 10-year-old little brother, that's probably a lot to put on anyone's shoulders, even if they are a genius, so maybe Mycroft had his reasons. Hopefully we'll figure that out as time goes on. What else do we have to look at here? Shattered memory. Alright, maybe... Oh! Oh, there's multiple things here.
Nah, doesn't fit here.
Okay. What was over here? Aha!
Perfect match.
What do we got? Sherlock's pipe?
Made of cherry wood. Father's favourite.
Oh, his dad's pipe.
Still has a faint odour of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home.
The pipe of... I guess it's Siger? Or Siger? Let's go... Or Siger? I don't know how that's pronounced. A small, straight, smoking pipe made of cherry wood that belonged to Sherry's late father. We had to hide it from Violet, as she didn't know we stole it from his cabinet in London. The wood is old, its surface is worn from frequent use, but has been well maintained. A faint scent of tobacco lingers. So we got that habit from his father.
My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
Hey! John's challenge was completed. I like it. Auction notification. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Anything else that we need to look at? I think we're clear for right now, and I don't think that any of these blocked doors have opened for us. At least not yet. Let's go ahead and... He used to live in one of the neighboring houses near the Greek bridge and has a gas balloon in his yard. Well, that should be easy to find. Is that the Greek bridge? Cool. So I guess it's either this building or this building. We're going to be neighbors. Let's see. So I believe we head right. By the way, I found out that Frogwares is actually working on a patch to fix some of the stuttering and FPS issues, guys. Oh, there's the balloon. So hopefully that'll happen sooner rather than later, and this game will run smooth as butter. At least, you know, the same as Sinking City. What happened here?
That wretch Goliath would murder us all. Mark my words.
What's wrong with being a wretch, sir? This place attacked by the Kool-Aid Man?
As if they were struck by a battering ram.
I wonder how we managed not to hear any of this.
Do you have anything to say?
Oh, who is it?
Okay, they have nothing to say.
Destruction and trampled ground. Destruction and trampled ground.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Oh, that ain't good. Chaos unfolded. Yeah, this man was definitely folded.
He was certainly under pressure.
Beating down on him. So what was Goliath?
Oof, a contortionist you were not.
Oh, he was missing a finger, wasn't he? That's our guy.
A missing pinky, middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gildan.
Well, there goes our lead.
Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off.
Way to go. What is that?
A belt from a dressing gown. Curious. A kneecap reduced to splinters.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
Was this an elephant? Or a rhino?
Hog heaven.
This guy was keeping exotic animals. What was over here? Zero out of 3.
A coal gas tank. Enough to pump up an airship.
Oh, so this is how he inflated it.
It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding. It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding.
What was the handle, though?
A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes.
Okay. What is... Oh.
Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
It looks like we are on the case here.
An amount of attention that most can only dream of.
Kind of a weird guy. Were these for the creature?
Didn't we get to fly in it as children? I doubt it could hold my weight today.
Okay, and it's for kids or a single rider. Wait, you know, before we check the front door. And we've got a cage and a pokey. Okay, it was an elephant. Goliath is a pachyderm.
Poke the elephant with this? Really? People are hopeless.
Ooh. Okay, what are we missing here? Chain.
A strong pull broke this leash.
Leash.
A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence.
Oh, do we finally get to use the camera?
This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation. A royal suite for a favourite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
Seems like he was well cared for. Except for the poker. Oh, we can reconstruct the scene. Alright.
This is quite comfy.
Okay, we'll check that here in a second. I want to see if we can actually go into the house. Oop, nope, no we cannot. Never mind. John just randomly appearing is so weird. So... Oh. We say that someone smacked him? That would explain his spinal injury. Okay, let's see. We got two over here. We've got the elephant tracks. We don't see any drag marks because we have the blood and everything over there. Oh, that's morbid. I think that would work. There's so much blood. Let's go ahead and go with this right now. Maybe the guy... No, wait, there's no blood on the poker, is there? So that wouldn't be a murder weapon. I guess he died right here and the elephant dragged him. This direction. Let's look at the last one. Is there one down here? Nope. Okay, someone ran away. Oh, that explains the broken... Oh. So someone was watching this happen. As Stampy got out. I know his name's Goliath, but... So only have two options there. No, this one definitely makes sense and kind of confirms that no one was in here when it happened. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and validate this. Big bucks, no whammy.
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
Well, suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
All evidence collected. Okay, cool. The thing that confuzzles me, though, is you can tell, I mean, other than the pokey stick, it seemed fairly well treated, so what enraged it? Maybe just being in captivity. Let's check the Mind Palace. A gilded cage. Goliath may have killed Theodore. The elephant Goliath may have attacked Theodore Gildan in order to break free. I think it may be more than that. There was a witness to the chaos on Gildan's property. They dropped their knife and may have injuries from the fall. Not to mention the fact that it was a sailor's knife, too. So, do we go ahead and... I guess pin this? Couldn't... Well, that's true. Could not have gone too far without attracting attention. Excuse me, have any of you seen an elephant run by here? Check for droppings, maybe?
Can I ask you a question?
That's a question I can answer.
The elephant named Goliath crossed the Greek bridge in the direction of the forest where Theodore used to walk it. Okay. So, it crossed the Greek bridge. There's the cemetery, so I'm going to assume that this is probably the forest. Only one way to find out. It's a lovely night to go chasing an elephant.
Hello? Do you know anything about this?
I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Seems to be a very calm evening, considering what's transpired. Guy with a shovel. Oh, this could be something. Aha!
May I ask for your assistance?
Mr. Fancy Clothes won't find any answers here.
But your cart has been destroyed.
The elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way?
Sad waste of olive oil. Can we... Oh, there you are, Stampy. Nice to see the police are doing something about it. You can see why there's so many crimes here on Cordona. Okay, we're just going to take it nice and slow here. And just follow Stampy along this trail. I hope we don't find him dead. That would suck. Ooh. My gratitude to this island will grow, just as this tree I gift you. From the most responsible citizen in Cordona, T. Gildan. What kind of tree is that?
Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
Getting some ab work in, huh? Alright, stay on the course here. Veered off this way. I love elephants. Like, they're really just noble creatures. So, hopefully, Goliath is able to get through this process without getting shot or killed somehow. Or poisoned, or however one would go about foul play against a pachyderm. Probably need to see the forest for the trees. Oh. Alright, someone's been here. What is that?
Strange. It was hung with care.
Oh, it's the robe. Ink-stained letter. Dear Theodore, I'm writing to you as a fellow islander. I value our friendship just as I value the lives of our people, although I'm afraid this one-sided friendship cannot tie my hands any longer. I am being made to look weak in the eyes of your neighbors. They believe that your tree is a mockery, and not a peace offering as you intended. The people are afraid. You refuse to give your elephant a proper trainer, instead using your own limited knowledge to teach it. It is an impossible situation. I admit that I did think of having the elephant forcibly taken and given to Mr. Tailheart, who has shown that he is quite capable of looking after the elephant Bean, although she is female and far less frightening than your beast. Please reconsider the situation. Sir William Sinclair, Governor of Cordona. Mr. Tailheart and Bean. And the Governor. Oh, he's there.
The game has escaped us, for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
We did find some keys, though. So, maybe Mr. Tailheart is the sailor we're looking for. And if there's a female elephant on the island named Bean, maybe Goliath is just going out for a date. Woman! Woman! Who knows? The last thing you want to do is be in the pathway of an elephant in heat. Alright, so what did we grab here? A set of keys and Theodore Gildan's dressing gown. Is that going to lead us over to... Oh, you know, that little lake next to his house might be a clue. Can we fast travel over there? Just be a lot easier. Aha! Let's hustle back and see if that is correct. Oh, now the police have shown up.
Hog heaven.
With an officer in there. Okay. They haven't even taken the body yet.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
Drew the short straw, eh? Maybe it'll allow us into his home? Oh. Gildan Manor. Okay, interesting.
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
Maybe the dolls and everything outside was for her instead of Goliath. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Anyone in there? This man was a collector of antiques.
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
Got the mask there. Ew, broken elephant tusk. That's not good. Just go outside. Whoops. Well, we can go through the front door. That's nice. So let's try upstairs. Into a cinema scene.
You. Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gildan was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gildan. Please, I beg of you, find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
I suppose we do need to learn what happened.
Okay, this is slightly off-putting.
Can you tell me what happened? From the very start.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath. Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
Okay, that explains the large rock we saw near him. I was wondering if maybe someone cracked him upside the head. He was playing with fire, but we don't know all the details, so let's take the slightly nicer approach.
That is a terrifying experience, Miss Gildan. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Thank you. Goliath must be caught, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gildan. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
Gotta jump through some hoops.
Miss Gildan, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well.
That's convenient. What evidence would we provide? Traces near the shed? Newspaper article from our childhood. Check the newspaper's archive. Oh, another John challenge. All right, cool. May need to do that before we finish this up. Okay, let's back up for right now. We can always come back and talk to her.
I have to leave you for now.
What? So she... Oh wow, look, the place is very messy. I think this is definitely going to get a lot more complicated before it... Ooh.
Who's a cute bird?
Oh, he's a cute bird. Another gilded cage. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here in Imogen's room. We'll go ahead and examine this place at the beginning of the next episode, and then I guess we're going to continue our elephant hunt. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.